Hi writers and welcome in this new graffiti video. My name is Vent and today, while making a silver-chrome graffiti piece, I will show to you my personal tips and rules to get the perfect silver-chrome graffiti piece. At least the perfect graffiti chrome piece in my possibilities. You know. By the way, these tips work also about copper and gold chrome paint. First of all, it might sound obvious, but you have to choose the right can and brand of chrome for what you have to do. By saying this, I will also destroy my very far in the future possibilities to collaborate with some brands, but I don't care. First of all, I would avoid completely the AK or AKA silver chrome. At least, I tried it a couple years ago and it was terrible. Maybe now they've improved their formula, I don't know. Dear Aka, send me something so that I can try it. And then, the hardcore silver chrome is very famous, but for me is not that good actually. It is too liquid and most of the times the output is very dirty. This might be a very unpopular opinion, by the way. However, even if the process is not smooth, the result that you get with the hardcore chrome is actually okay. The Montana Black cans about the chrome is a very good brand. I really like it in terms of result, which is a little bit more matte than the hardcore one, and most of all in terms of output, because it is so clean. The king of the chrome cans, in my opinion, is the Molotov Burner Chrome from the Molotov, obviously. It is perfect. The result is incredible, super smooth and nice. If you need to be fast and silent, it is the perfect chrome. But also for legal pieces, I really like it. Well, of course, there are many more brands like, for example, the Loop, the Cobra, but I have never tried those brands and so I will not say something that I did not experiment in first person. However, I think that Vent from the past gotta say something.
Leaving out Ken's brands, first actual tip that I'm giving to you is to pre-paint the wall where you are going to paint your chrome piece. This because if you paint on a wall that's already painted, so that has some kind of patterns or textures, it might be possible that some of the shapes that are on the wall will be visible at the end of your graffiti piece. You are seeing some examples right now. I mean, I also kinda like this effect, but since we are talking about the perfect chrome graffiti, I pre-painted the wall. By the way, I don't know why, but the overline of the previous piece that was on the wall from Mr. Kozo, it's still visible. Honestly, I don't know why this happened, also because as you can see, it happened only in the upper part of the wall. Mr. Kozo, did you use a plutonium-based spray paint? Thank you, Mr. Kozo.
By the way, I had to do like 3 coats to cover that plutonium-based spray paint. It's insane. However, the next tip is about the first lines, and Vent from the past will talk about it in a few seconds, but I have a friendly reminder for you. Please leave a like and subscribe to the channel, activating the bell, because lately I am struggling a little bit with the algorithm, and so your help would be really appreciated. But now it's time to silver chrome that wall.
As you can see, I am mostly done with my sketch. I just need to refine it with a darker color, especially here on the N and the T. This is something that I always do, but in this case with chrome is even more important, and I really advise to you to do it with a super dark color. And in my opinion, you should spray on the wall a little more than you usually do in order to create a thicker layer, so that when you are gonna cover it with the chrome, it will not be completely eaten by the chrome. So you will get a pre-coat for your outline, and also this will make your outline placing much more easier, because you will slightly see the sketch. Okay, this is what I wanted to achieve. However, I want to change the setup of this flattened arrow, because it is the only one attached to the letter structure straightly. Now it's time for the fill-in, and fun fact, I will use the chrome brand that I really advised you not to use, the hardcore chrome. Why am I gonna use these if I told you that is not the best? Well, because it's what I have and they are both leftovers and I want to get rid of them. So the next tip is about the cap. I think that the best cap, if you want to be as clean as possible, is the level 1 skinny cap from Montana Cans, but since I don't have it, I will use a Lego cap. I don't like how standard cap, banana cap, pro cap work with chrome. On the other hand, Lego cap, level 1 skinny cap, New York cap, the loop skinny cap, also the calligraphy cap if you want to be quick. However, let's go! Not the best solution. Motherfucking wind. So let's get to the most important tip I can give you. When you go over external outlines, don't go completely over it and go softly over it, like this. Like if you are shading just a little bit, the chrome won't eat the outline. This rule is even more important about the outlines that are positioned on another letter or in between the letters. Well, here you will have to be even more careful, shading a little bit from this side and also from this one in order to make it visible afterwards, but like this is not gonna be visible when you will place your outline, because this is not a real line. I mean, I didn't leave it like that. This is a real line, so this way you will be sure to get your outline clean. And the first can is empty. By the way, also this cap is not helping about being clean because it was already used, so let's switch with a skinny loop. By the way guys, everything I'm saying here about getting the perfect chrome piece, well, it's in terms of legal pieces. Obviously, if you're doing bombing in the streets, you just want to be done as fast as possible, always with style, but you know, is different. Dear bombers, don't get mad in the comments. Thank you! However, the very next step is to get rid of Mr. Kozo's overline.
In my opinion, there are no specific tips I can tell you about backgrounds on chrome pieces. Just be careful because it's easy to make the filling dirty, but this is actually very general. However, I am making a scribbled background like most of my recent ones. Well, it's stylish, it's cheap and it's fast. I couldn't really ask for more.
Okay, the background is done, it's a little bit messy, but besides that, there is something that is killing me. Especially this one. Oh, now is better. However, I know that for outlining the chrome exists the tar black, which is a black can with some bitumen inside, which covers the chrome better than a normal can does. They are useful, especially if you are bombing, because you don't have the time to wait the chrome to dry. By the way, this is another tip, even if it's basically obvious. If you have the time, let the chrome paint dry. Anyway, the tar black is actually useful, but on the other hand, it is thicker than the normal paint, it has some particles, and so the cap clogs very easily. However, the chrome is dry enough. Let's do this outline. Fortunately, this was not the case, but while outlining chrome pieces is very easy to burn out, because the chrome eats your outline. When it happens, just wait. It's the only thing you can do to reset your brain and to let the chrome dry. If you keep hatching lines, you will fail 100%. Well, I need some tiny chrome adjustments, which by the way are a gigantic pain in the ass. When you do chrome pieces, try to be as clean as possible, because cutbacks with chrome are one of the most annoying things you could ever experiment in graffiti, especially with this shitty liquid chrome. So it's time for the highlights, that in my opinion on the chrome is better to do with a non-white color, I mean with an early white one. I have for the occasion marron jaima or jaima brown. I think it's just better, that just looks better to me in general, also on colorful graffiti most of the times. A fast overline and I'm done. But as always, let's analyze it, even if this time there isn't so much to say, because as you can see the letters are very easy. We are talking about an easy style. Every letter stand alone and there are no loops or connections. Just in some spots the outline is not complete, so there are some melting spots, but nothing more than that. All the letters should have been equally sized, but sadly I didn't make it. As you can see, the V is bigger and at the bottom the piece is slanted slightly towards the top. This thing is a little balanced by this arrow, thanks God, but honestly I don't like the general look of the piece, because this problem is actually pretty visible. Leaving out the setup, talking about the letters themselves, the V is actually pretty okay, it is exactly as I wanted it to be, and the arrow, which is not connected anymore to the letter structure, is better than what I've sketched. The proportions of the E are a bit off. The upper part is too small compared to the bottom one, but in general it isn't too bad. The N is actually pretty cool, and together with the T they look exactly like they are on the sketch, so I'm pretty happy about it. I just had to change the position of this chip, and that's because I've done my first lines too much towards the upper boundary of the wall. This placing mistake affected the whole look of the piece. It was like more than 1 month since the last time I painted, and I guess it's because of it. However, the background is a little bit unbalanced. If you ask me, there is too much weight at the bottom, basically because at the top I didn't have the space to draw a background. The problem is always the same. About the color scheme, it is as basic as cool. I just would have preferred the overline to be yellow. I will just take this piece as a warm-up one to come back harder than ever and more stylish than ever with the next one that hopefully is gonna be in a few
days. However, I hope you appreciated the Chrome tips and tricks. If you liked it and if you like my work, please check also the previous works, they are better. Subscribe to the channel, leave a like, and if you want, I'll see you next time.